What does the rainbow represent? The covenant. So here is the one that represents the covenant is sitting on the throne. But wasn't that one just in the church ages? He was in the church ages, but now John is caught up in a place and he's looking at the one. What? But you're on the throne, but I just saw you in the church ages. What changed? He was looking at one context. He's looking at one picture that God gave him. Now there was an invitation, John, come up higher. Yes, Lord. Immediately, he's caught up. And his context is now completely different. He's not looking at the church ages anymore. He's looking at the one that is on the throne. It is a different context. He was called up to a higher place. See, he's here, and his context changes. Brother, why do you keep saying context? Because we want to emphasize this point. Because remember, it is the contradiction that we struggle with. It seems that these two things are in direct contradiction, but God never contradicts himself. John is still the same person that he was 5 minutes ago. He's still the same one, but his context is now different. The perspective of who Jesus Christ is different than it was 5 minutes ago. Though John is the same person, though John is the same Son of God, he is now looking at Jesus Christ in a different light. He was looking at Jesus Christ in the midst of the context of time, but he is no longer. He's now seeing an eternal God sitting on the throne. Oh, we can go through, Brother Nathaniel, his body's not eternal. That's right, he was born in a natural condition, but the one that is sitting on the throne is eternal. He is the eternal God that was there before we can perceive of it, the self-existing one. And he has represented himself to us in a way that we can catch it. He was in a context that we could not relate to. He was an eternal God. He was self-existing. He came down on Sinai and they were afraid of him. He presented himself in that context. But when the time came to present himself differently, he changed the vision so that the one seeing the vision could see him in the proper light. The perspective changed. It's the same God. It's the same Jesus Christ. John is here on the Isle of Patmos in this context. The church ages haven't even taken place yet, and he's already seeing beyond.